Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
Guys, these are some dark times that we're living in, with respect for the authority of the world's democratically elected leaders at an all-time low. Case in point, Vladimir Putin, our closest global ally, who, since being elected president in 2000, has put blood, sweat, and tears into making Russia great again. Not always his own blood, sweat, and tears, but you know, you gotta crack some eggs to make an omelet.
Yes.
He has proven to be the strong man that the former USSR needs. And unlike other emasculated world leaders, Putin looks just as at home in front of a podium in a suit as he does riding a horse shirtless or taking down jabronis in a judo match.
Or finding treasure underwater.
Yeah, he does it all. Americans love him, Russians love him. The least you could do is give the man the unwavering respect that he deserves.
But no, you can't do that. No. You've got to be a little dweeb who criticizes Vlad about the fact that people who criticize him often end up in jail or dead, or that he's turned the Russian news media into essentially state propaganda, or that groups like the Human Rights Watch say Russia is now the most repressive it's been since the fall of the Soviet Union, especially with regards to homosexuality. Dweeb. Well, guess what, hippie? Being gay in Russia is still perfectly legal and socially acceptable. You just can't do outlandish things like own or visit a gay club, or cafe, or outreach organization, or publish or read any gay periodicals, or live an openly gay lifestyle without fear of widespread discrimination and violence.
What's the big deal?
It's simple.
Yeah. Russia and its government, they don't hate gay people, guys. They just want to be able to pretend that homosexuality doesn't exist. It's a pretty reasonable request. And yet, people continue to insist on mocking Russia's dear leader with photoshopped images intended to present him as some flamboyantly gay Nancy boy, when he is in fact a totally straight dude whose passions involve riding horses shirtless and grabbing and throwing other totally straight dudes. Well, this all stops now. Because you can't behave yourself, the Russian government has now updated their official list of banned extremist materials to include a poster depicting a man resembling the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, with makeup on his face, painted eyelashes and lips, which, according to the author/authors of the poster, should serve as a hint of allegedly non-standard sexual orientation of the Russian president.
I don't know, standard sexual orientation sounds so boring.
Vanilla.
Yeah. Yes, Russia keeps a detailed list of specific imagery that is officially considered extremist and therefore illegal, and they helpfully provide a handy 465-page Word document for anyone to download and reference to make sure they're following the rules. Wouldn't want to break the rules.
Very helpful.
This entry is number 4071 out of 4073, and it's one of the 10 most recent entries, which all seem to have originated on a social media profile from someone going by the name Alexander Zvetkov, who also apparently posted a lot of really racist and xenophobic shit as well. The problem is, for all the detail put into this extremism list, it's hard to know specifically what images they're referencing. Which gay Putin meme is banned?
Is it this one? I mean, it seems to be the most popular one. It's a sort of Andy Warhol-esque image of Putin wearing some very feminine makeup. He's got the eyelashes. He's got a little rainbow flag backdrop. And this one's really popular, and there's lots of variations on it. So maybe this is the one that's banned.
Or it's this one, which is the same image, but a bit more photorealistic with Russian activist rock band Pussy Riot in the background. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, or maybe this one, which was made popular during the Russian crackdown on gay rights leading up to the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics.
Or is it this one? All right, probably not actually, because the banned image list entry didn't say anything about Putin and Prime Minister Medvedev both being gay together.
No.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not this one, a mural depicting Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump embracing in a passionate kiss. Neither of them are wearing any sort of makeup, so
couldn't be that.
Or at least Putin isn't wearing any makeup, so it couldn't be that one.
Well, by that same logic, it couldn't possibly be this one either, which depicts Putin and Trump lying naked together, giving each other handjobs, drawn in the style of early 20th century Austrian expressionist painter Egon Schiele.
I guess just to be safe, you shouldn't post or look at any of those images that we just showed you. And just to be even safer, maybe, you know, heat up a big pot of coffee and spend this weekend going over all 4,073 entries on the official Russian Ministry of Justice list of extremist images, just so that you can be totally, completely sure that you'll never post anything online that might upset Vladimir Putin and the Russian government, even on accident.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
And hey, let's not jump to conclusions and assume that Vladimir Putin, the most powerful man in Russia, is so afraid of gay people that he's willing to jail anyone in possession of this image that might depict him as anything other than straight. That might not be it at all. Yeah. Maybe Putin, like so many people these days, is terrified of clowns. The big clown scare last year really jolted everyone. And then you got It coming out this year. Yeah. It's a bad time for clowns. For a good chunk of this past fall, we did tell you about how parts of the US and even the UK were being plagued by sightings of scary clowns who hid in the wooded areas around town, or prowled the streets at night, or chased people with knives. It was a weird time. but we made sure to report on the negative effect that all this was having on actual hardworking professional clowns, and we even interviewed LA hip-hop clown Tommy the Clown about it. So,
fair and balanced.
Due diligence.
Yeah. Well, the clown sightings may have gone away, but last week we finally got the first trailer for the upcoming film adaptation of Stephen King's It. And once again, scary clowns are in the spotlight, and it's having a very negative effect on the dwindling professional clown population. Mel Magazine recently spoke to several professional clowns, many of whom believe It is going to inspire yet another wave of anti-clown sentiment.
I can't handle all these waves.
One clown told them, it's gonna be bad for clowns. Another said, it's ruining our business. And yet another, a clown named Humpy Pumpy, said that he noticed a considerable drop in traffic to his Yelp page on the day after the trailer was released.
Just
sad.
Thank God that Jumbo's Clown Room is surviving all of this, because
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do if that went under.
Yeah, I need that place.
Now, Humpy Pumpy says that this kind of thing has been hurting business for a while. Last year, he was cast as a scary clown for a reality TV show and says that he was treated by crew members on the set as if he were a black man in the 1950s. He said, I wouldn't say it's racist per se, but it creates that kind of visceral aversion. Another clown, Mr. Nick, said he had the cops called on him last fall while walking to a job and said of the It movie, we just experienced a nice break from the scary clown meme from last October, and just when things are starting to normalize, the It trailer comes and it's like, here we go again.
And another clown, Gilly the Clown, said of clowning's bleak future, it's a dying profession, and the people who do it and scrape together a living have to grapple with the fact that it's cool and hip not to like clowns. The ultimate prick in this is that it's going to turn young consumers away from an art form that's sweet and nice and not about the Kardashians and Minecraft.
Which are also sweet and nice.
No.
Yeah.
No one sticks up for a clown. The only thing cooler to dislike is a mime. It's silly and stupid, and I wish people would focus on the good clowns out there. Really throwing mimes under the bus.
Hey, they got those mimes over at the Cirque du Soleil that do great things. If you're a mime
And
that
clowns.
has if you've got a talent aside from just putting makeup on and honking your nose, then you'll be fine probably.
Yeah.
Learn to walk the high wire. But it is sad to see what's happening to the profession of clowning. These are people's livelihoods after all. Politicians love to go on and on about the poor job prospects of coal miners and factory workers, but we haven't heard a single peep from any of these Washington fat cats about how to bail out the clown industry. Sad.
Sad.
But anyways, the job market isn't all doom and gloom. For example, the Institute for Space Medicine and Physiology in France is currently taking applications for what we imagine is many people's dream job, lying in bed doing absolutely nothing for 2 months.
So those that get offered the job—
I'm already doing it for free!
This sounds like my life. Those that get offered this job would receive 16,000 euros for their next level laziness, all in the name of science. 226 people have lived aboard the International Space Station since the year 2000, but apparently that is not enough to study the effects of microgravity on the human body. So for this experiment, they're looking to simulate the lack of gravity on the ISS by having people just lie in bed for 60 days with their heads on a slight incline. So, easy money, right? Well, sort of. Aside from the sheer boredom and social isolation that participants will likely experience, you've got to understand that lying down for 2 months means never getting up for any reason, including eating and bathing and pissing and shitting.
Fun. It also pretty much guarantees to have negative effects on your body. Your muscles are going to get weak and shrink away from not even doing the bare minimum physical activity, and it's likely that your cardiovascular system will eventually stop working so hard, leading to loss in blood pressure. Whoops. Then once the experiment is all over, you're definitely not gonna be able to just get up and walk away. You're essentially going to have to relearn basic shit like balance and walking while your entire body adjusts to living upright once again.
It's also important to note that the types of people who would be most down for this kind of prolonged laziness are not the kind of people that the study is looking for. They want men between 20 and 45 who are in perfect health, don't smoke, aren't overweight, play sports regularly, and don't have any allergies or food restrictions. They want someone who is basically really physically fit to give all that up and let their body waste away in bed for 2 months. So it's actually kind of a tough sell. But hey,
I bet you know who would do it? Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Tell him it's for a movie.
Christian Bale. I'm surprised.
Sign me up.
Maybe he is like between projects. He's just doing medical experiments. He's like, yeah, like kind of my hobby. I see how far I can push my body closer to death, and then I bulk up in 2 weeks and play Batman.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, if you're a well-built dude living in France who really needs 16,000 euros quick, go ahead and sign up.
Do they give you all the cheese you can eat?
I don't know. I'd be interested to see what the diet is. I'm sure it's all stuff that's easy to eat. Like
It's just
this.
Tang and
Like,
fruit packets?
How do you drink coffee on your back? Ah!
I wouldn't want to drink coffee and stay up. Just put me to sleep.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe you're not into advancing scientific research for money. Maybe you want to help save the world out of the kindness of your heart. Well, now is your chance to channel your passion and save the dwindling panda populations. You see, pandas, despite facing imminent extinction, simply refuse to have sex outside of a couple days of the year. It's a huge, huge problem. We can rescue them from danger of poaching and bring them to safety at wildlife preserves, but we still haven't figured out a way to get them to just bang already.
Come on. Well, anyway, Pornhub has a solution.
They always do.
Sort of. Anyway, see, there's actual scientific research showing that pandas might be into the idea of mating more if you show them video footage of other pandas having sex. In other words, panda porn. You and me, baby, we ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel.
Do they do weird fetish panda porn too?
I don't know.
Like scat?
I don't know what these pandas are into.
Do they show them human porn and they're like, oh, look at this bestiality?
That's the thing, like pandas, they're kind of like Mormons. Like, you spend that much time not having sex.
They are not like Mormons.
You're into some weird shit.
They're not like Mormons spit out kids like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, once they get married, no one's allowing, maybe we should just let these pandas get married.
Yeah, give them a ring, a cock
They're
ring.
not doing it because it's wrong.
Yeah, it's immoral.
Give them a ring,
They'll
go all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, according to Pornhub, there just isn't a lot of high quality panda porn out there.
Well, they're not fucking, you can't film them.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a real catch-22. So Pornhub recently put out a call for people to start submitting homemade sex videos to Pornhub featuring both partners dressed up like pandas, with a new category called Panda Style, specifically devoted to this very specific new genre.
Oh yeah, we're gonna save the pandas. Can everyone just send us some homemade sex videos? It's for the pandas.
You'll do it.
It's not really clear if watching humans in panda costumes having sex with each other will have any effect on the libidos of actual pandas, but Pornhub says that for each panda porn video uploaded to the site, they'll donate $100 towards panda conservation, along with even more money donated based on video views. Since launching the new panda style category last week, there's been 12 videos uploaded to the category, and well, there's probably someone out there who can get off to this, even if it's not a panda.
Yeah.
I have a new fetish I didn't even know I wanted.
It's not that different than my other weird, horrible fetishes.
Even if you personally find these videos bizarre, you should at least give them a try. If not for yourself, do it for the pandas.
Yeah, just let the videos run in the background.
Yeah, you're saving the world.
You're saving the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we get into the second half of this show where we look at weird news headlines, we do have to say thanks to this week's sponsoring advertiser, Blue Apron. Blue Apron ships you a weekly box filled with all the fresh, locally sourced ingredients that you'll need to make 3 truly delicious meals at home. We use it, and it's made both of us go from knowing nothing about cooking to actually really enjoying the whole process.
Some of the Blue Apron meals available in April include spinach and fresh mozzarella pizza
Mozzarella.
with olives, bell peppers, and ricotta salata. Oh, that's a fun one to
Ricotta
say.
salata.
Sweet and sour salmon with bok choy, carrot, and ginger fried rice. Parmesan crusted chicken with creamy fettuccine and roasted broccoli. And baby broccoli and fontina paninis. This is a fun month. With hard-boiled egg and arugula salad. Blue Apron's recipes are always super eclectic, and they'll have you cooking stuff you never thought you could or never even knew existed. And there's so much variety that you'll never get the same recipe twice in an entire year.
Eats a good meal. Don't use that. For you, our viewers, Blue Apron is offering your first 3 meals for free with free shipping if you go to blueapron.com/weekly. Head over and check out this week's menu. You're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron, so don't wait. Again, that's blueapron.com/weekly. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But now it's time to get into some of the best real headlines from this week, starting with Portland mayor reacts in horror when protester offers him a Pepsi.
It didn't work.
Could you believe that it didn't work?
I was told that Pepsi could solve all conflicts.
Okay, either you've been living under a rock or you don't know what's going on here. Pepsi made a stupid commercial that Kendall Jenner gives a Pepsi to a police officer. Who knows if he was even gonna kill anyone, but it seemed to help things out, I guess. Everyone's hugging each other, having a good time. So this guy, this fucking moron, and I'll say that, he looks like a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah.
The way he did this,
yeah, the way
that he did this is what's wrong with it.
He starts off with like this weird rambling speech. This is like a city council meeting.
It's so rambling that they're like, sir, can you please get to the point?
And then he steps out from behind the bear he's at, reaches into the coat pocket of his jacket. He says, I have something for you.
Yeah, starts walking up aggressively to the stand. Yeah. I got something for you. Reaches in there and he pulls out
Pepsi. They thought he was pulling out a gun, like was gonna fucking shoot people.
I already knew it was gonna happen. I thought he was pulling out a gun. What an idiot.
Yeah.
The worst part would have been if like they actually felt threatened and there was like a bailiff there or something.
Yeah.
And they shot him, and it's like, well, Pepsi already got a man killed.
Yeah. And then there would be protests outside of Pepsi that you could not solve with Pepsi because Pepsi was the source of the protest.
Yeah, it's also probably killed a lot more people, but just because of like bad diet and diabetes and stuff. But,
Diabetes.
You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Don't fucking approach someone aggressively pulling something out of your coat pocket,
Pepsi's
even if
for,
it's a Pepsi.
Pepsi's for friendship.
Yeah, pull out a nice warm Beppis instead.
Moving on, the slow pace of baseball makes it perfect for its blind fans in Korea.
Why?
Because you can listen to baseball on the radio. It's so slow. It's just like, yeah, he throws to first base. Like there's like a finite like amount of places people can be.
Yeah.
It all works in a sort of linear fashion.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to follow than like basketball. Can you imagine following basketball with just your ears? You can't.
Too many squeaks.
Baseball's so slow. All these like Korean guys are just like, yeah, it's great.
What about the blind people in America? Is this still too boring for them?
I don't know.
God, even I'm bored by this.
Yeah, if you're blind and watching this video, never mind.
No, you don't.
If you're blind and listening to this video, let us know.
Also, like, who the fuck has their sport in the middle of the day on a weekday?
Baseball's on weekdays a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh.
you can't watch it.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Anyone who's responsible should not be watching baseball. If you have a baseball fan in your workplace, fire them.
Yeah. Monitor their productivity and when they inevitably come up
Oh,
short.
what time are the Dodgers playing
Get
today?
rid of them.
4? Oh, let's watch productivity go down.
You like baseball so much, why don't you go work for the Major League Baseball?
Yeah. The one. The only.
The Major League Baseball.
Moving on, Chinese engineer marries robot after failing to find a human wife.
Now all of his troubles are over.
Were they like, oh, you can't marry your fucking body pillow that has a printout of an anime character on it, so...
I don't know if he tried any of that, but I'm pretty sure he sees this as being like a step above. He probably looks down on like waifu body pillow people. Like,
why don't you get yourself a real wife?
you bought
Like
that
a
on the
robot.
internet. I spent years building my wife.
Oh, did he build his wife, or
Yeah.
did he just buy it? From
Yeah, he's an
someone?
engineer.
That's
He used to
cool.
work for Huawei,
Oh,
the
making
phone
phones.
company. Yeah. Now he makes wives.
Well, that's cool. I'd like to see what this looks like, this robot wife.
Not very good.
Does he have sex with it?
Probably.
Wouldn't his like jizz make it short circuit?
I'm sure he thought of that.
No, baby, no! No! Hoisted by my own foul semen. They ruined it. He ruined her guts. She's rusty now. Oh, rusted up Betty.
Moving on.
It's okay, you just take a screwdriver, replace the parts.
Yeah, that's true. A robot wife cannot die.
It's like that robot grandma that pours milk
She's
out of
never
her
gonna
finger.
leave you. What?
You never seen that movie? Who's seen the movie with the robot grandma that pours milk out of her finger? Nobody? You've seen it?
Literally no one knows what you're talking about.
No, one person.
All right, well, whatever.
This is a room full of 500 people, by the way.
Yeah.
Silent.
Woo! Next headline, Tunisian nightclub shut down over Muslim call to prayer remix.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I guess it was an English DJ who was there just like on tour. He's like, oh,
Cool, I'll
they're
download
gonna
it later.
love this remix
Yeah.
of one of their most sacred prayers
Yeah.
to techno.
It's like when
didn't go over so well. Who would have
Dylan
thought?
Francis remixed Havana Gila.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whatever, great.
yeah,
I mean, it works here. No one really gives a shit.
yeah. I mean, Jews in America,
Yeah, it's a fun song.
they just like having the extra days off. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of them.
They do.
It's a real big loophole.
They got that one where they build the shed and put palm fronds all over the top. I like that one.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like building
like
a fort.
fucking
You can take a
50
day off to
holidays.
build a fort.
Canada tops list of countries with most crybabies.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah, you little bitch.
Yeah, you little bitches.
Their babies literally cry.
Oh,
for
I can't get my Tim Hortons because it's too cold outside.
Yeah. I mean, they're born into it, but like actual Canadian babies cry like significantly longer than other
It also
countries.
must suck that like your hockey team always loses to American teams.
I know. The one thing you had going for you,
The only sport you could play.
hitting a puck on a frozen lake,
Yeah.
you can't even win at.
Yeah. Well. Oh well.
But yeah, apparently the happiest babies, the ones that cry the least, Danish babies.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
They got those wooden shoes.
No, that's the Dutch.
Whatever. Tyrannosaurus Rex was a sensitive lover, new dinosaur discovery suggests. I love dinosaurs are the best because every year or two, there's just some new research or science that just completely refutes a lot of shit that we thought about them.
And it's
Like-
all guesswork.
Like oh yeah, no, actually they look like birds.
Yeah, that kind of ruined dinosaurs for me. I'm not really on board with dinosaurs
Yeah, now they're
anymore.
just terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, they were scary before, but like a Tyrannosaurus Rex covered in feathers? No thanks.
I can go down to the emu farm and see the same goddamn thing walking
Exactly.
around today. Mm-hmm. They're fucking delicious.
Or that big Russian chicken that we saw the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
too.
If dinosaurs were supposed to be big lizards, now they're not.
It's like,
And now they're sensitive lovers?
Thinking about a Tyrannosaurus Rex having sensual intercourse with a mate is like thinking about your parents' fuck.
Yeah.
It's
Apparently,
something you don't wanna...
they figured out that the skin, I don't know how they know this, but the skin on the Tyrannosaurus Rex's face is like as sensitive as the tip of a penis.
Oh, okay.
So they would like rub faces together for
so it's like eating it out, or like rub it on the vagina?
No, yeah. I don't know. I've never met a T-Rex. I'm sure we'll hear about this next year.
Yeah, they'll solve it.
Like, yeah, T-Rex eats ass.
He eat ass.
He eat ass.
A sensitive lover who loves to toss that salad.
Yeah.
And the Tyrannosaurus, or the Triceratops? What that horn did. You don't know what those horns do?
Three horns, yeah.
3 horns,
three holes.
Watch out. Dinosaur orgies.
Man in Drunk Lives Matter shirt charged with drunk driving.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah.
There's always a fun one like this every week.
Yeah.
Not that you should drink and drive.
No, absolutely
if
not.
You're gonna do it ironically.
Yeah.
Or unironically, I guess.
The best mugshots are the ones where
they're wearing the crime.
You dressed up for the occasion.
It's like
you woke up that morning and you're like, I'm going fucking jail today.
Yeah. I'm gonna like look up girls' skirts with my female body inspector shirt on. What are you gonna do? Man arrested after Mike's Cheese Shack robbery. Tells officers he doesn't even like cheese.
That couldn't have been me.
Well, so he was robbing the food and that was his excuse?
Or was this fucking Eau Claire, Wisconsin restaurant? I guess there's a lot of cheese. He came in drunk, made an order, gave him the money. Then when the cashier was looking away, he was like,
took the money
took
back?
the money and ran away.
Yeah.
And then police caught him.
Well, you know,
he's like, well, I was never there, but even though I was,
they call money cheddar too, so.
Yeah, just trying to get that cheddar. And also, who the fuck doesn't like cheese? Guilty. Dun, dun.
People that are lactose intolerant?
That's not about taste. That's about digestive abilities.
Oh.
And even with lactose intolerance, you can still enjoy stuff like sharp cheddar. Very low in lactose, high in cheesiness.
Found lactose intolerant.
You're right. I don't even take the pills anymore. I just say, fuck it. Deal with the consequences later.
Well, all right. Just like drinking.
Yeah.
Kentucky Coal Mining Museum converts to solar power.
This is why we need to bring back coal.
Yeah, that's obviously going to be the next big thing in energy, resource, and...
You know, it's just a little too easy to attach some shit to a rooftop and get free energy from the sun.
Yeah.
We need to send people back underground to breathe in toxic dust, maybe have the mine collapse.
You know why? Because it's hard work.
Yeah.
Puts hair on your back.
Puts hair on your back, turns you into a man.
Sorry, puts hair on your chest.
Puts hair everywhere.
I'm sure, yeah, hair's all over.
Yeah,
fine.
Causes birth defects that put
Next
hair
thing you
in
know,
weird places.
You look like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Put some feathers on your chest.
Yeah.
B-movie character seen among 300 pounds of cocaine found on plane.
Memes are everywhere these days.
Yeah, they're memeing hard.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, just a bunch of cocaine. There was a fucking B-movie soundtrack in the pile.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, there was like, all the cocaine was being stored in like shoeboxes and like Prada bags or whatever, but like one of the containers was like a B-movie like DVD or CD case with a bunch of cocaine in it.
All right.
They'll never look for cocaine in this B-movie case.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's real hot right now.
Yeah.
Oregon lawmaker advocates for removing ban on political duels. Like slapping someone with a glove and then
Yeah, or
bang.
like Aaron Burr,
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton. He doesn't actually want them.
Yeah.
He's just doing this as a publicity stunt.
I just like freedom.
No, he wants, because like apparently Oregon has a bunch of old laws in the books that are just taking up space, and he's like, this is one of them, but we need to get rid of because like
No one's gonna do it.
Well, there's already laws against murder.
Yeah.
So get rid of this. He's like, there's a thing about like shipping rules between like Oregon and the UK in like 1850. There's just a bunch of fluff. Yeah, clean it up. Yeah. Cut the fat, drain the swamp.
Yep.
And finally, Gibraltar accuses the EU of behaving like a cuckolded husband who's taking it out on the children.
Now because Steve Bannon also got accused of calling Jared Kushner a cuck.
Yeah, apparently
it's gone from fucking shitty internet meme.
It's real life now.
Yeah, to the highest points of
governments are calling each other cucks. It's all because Gibraltar's just this fucking tiny little like 2 square mile.
Someone just got real angry watching this video.
Yeah, well, it's tiny. It's like 2 square miles. It's just on the tip of Spain.
Yeah.
England won it in a war like 300 years ago. It's just sort of there. And now with Brexit happening, Spain's like, well, maybe we can put it in the negotiations that we get to take it back. And so it's turning into this whole thing where the people of Gibraltar, they want to stay in the UK, and they're saying Spain is acting like a real cuck because the UK left them and is taking Gibraltar with them or something. Well, I don't know.
It's a powerful statement, I'll say.
It is.
Did they put was the person that said this, they attached a little Pepe to the side of the memo?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The guy kind of, like the guy who runs Gibraltar, he looks like he browses 4chan.
Signed. Re.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for
Normie
Weekly Weird
Spanish
News.
people, get out.
Yeah, that's it for Weekly Weird News this week. Please check out our, we played Jackbox Party Pack again. I don't want to spoil it, but it was a trivia contest, and let's just say Shibby's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Also, there's gonna be a brand new episode of Tugs tomorrow. Go check all of that out. You can click right here to watch the ETC Party Time streams and channel. Go subscribe to the ETC Party Time channel, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, let's play some games.